It is April 20th, and this is the update.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not.
Windsor families, we have finished our first week of distance learning, and we will be submitting our weekly attendance. Now, even though your grades cannot go any lower than they were in third quarter, school participation is still mandatory. So we are looking for at least one contact per Google Classroom class. If we have not heard from your child at all, I will be sending truancy notifications on Monday evening along with our weekly reports. Now, we know that this is a very difficult time. Many have called this crisis learning, not distance learning. We are opening a new link on our webpage. This is for our counseling support. It's for both students and parents to get support. You can go on, fill out this form, give some background information, and if you immediately need support, we also have a link for instant counseling that can get you a quick 15-minute session that you can book yourself if you just got questions or you just need someone to talk to. Now, we are focusing on having the best end of year possible, but we also want to be thinking about next year. We have a pathway at Windsor Middle School where 8th graders can take Integrated 1, so they're essentially skipping a full year of math. So for students who are eligible, and we're looking at three criteria. Criteria 1 is their iReady test scores from February. Criteria 2 is their math grade from the third quarter, and criteria 3 is a teacher recommendation. So we're looking at those options for students that might be successful skipping an entire year of math. That's all the updates that I have for this week. It's now time for the Student Spotlight. For this week's Student Spotlight, I want to focus on four young ladies who were all nominated for the American Association of Women National Tech Trek program. This is an exciting week-long summer camp for rising 8th grade girls focused on science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, to be nominated for this camp, you have to, of course, be excited by math, science disciplines, and the potential to excel. You have to have at least a B average, demonstrate a need for the exposure of STEM opportunities, and willing to take on a challenging task and complete it. So for this Student Spotlight, we want to recognize Sophia Spurtle, Gracie Shaw, Izzy Urachia, and Addison DeJong, who were all nominated for our Tech Trek. And we also want to recognize from Mrs. Anderson, and she's a teacher in our North County Consortium program, and she says that she would like to recognize AJ Velasquez. His family reports that how proud they are of him because he handled the transition very well. He's been doing his work at home with his mom and has been meeting twice a week on Zoom to keep some consistency in his routine. So great job, AJ, and thank you, Miss Anderson, for submitting that. Now, our top 5 frequently asked questions segment that we sent out to students last week was a hit. So we are creating another top 5 selection for parents and families, and this is Mrs. Bryant's top 5 Google tricks and tips.
I'm Mrs. Bryant, and this is my top 5 tricks to Google Classroom and distance learning survival. First trick of the day is going to be Guardian Summary emails. This email will be coming to you from your teacher through Google Classroom. If you haven't already accepted this invite, please do so. When you get the invite, you can choose to get daily or weekly emails summarizing your students' work for all of their Google Classrooms within one email. It tells you the work that's missing, anything that's upcoming, or any class activity that might be happening. The second tip is the to-do list. Once you're on the main page of your Google Classroom, if you go to the hamburger menu on the top left-hand side, you can click the to-do section. This will allow you to search all your students' assignments for all classes or select just one. Assignments are going to be organized by due date and color-coded along the sides so you can identify which class the assignment is for. If the assignment has been completed and turned in, you can look at the Done section. The third tip would be the View Your Work tab. This would be in the classwork section of your student's Google Classroom. If you click on the link, View Your Work, it will allow you to see all the assignments for that class, including their status. If a teacher gives you a private comment, it will show up like a little comment box. If you click on it, you'll be able to read the comment. Some students are able to turn in assignments without actually completing them. This is one way where you can click and view the work that was turned in by your student. The fourth tip is to use Google Calendar. It's a great tool for helping your student plan their time so that they can manage all of their assignments as well as meetings. Google Classroom offers multiple points of access to Calendar, as well as different views to meet your students' needs. The Google Class Calendar can be found in the hamburger menu. You can search by all classes or select just one. It will show all the assignments due for the week. This is also an access point to see and click on the assignments. You can also access Google Calendar through the Classwork tab. This calendar will allow you to input your own events. You can see weekly, day, or month, or even a schedule, whatever suits your needs best. You can also create your own event to manage your Google Meetings and Zoom meetings. Another access point could be through the waffle. Tip number 5 is to develop a routine with built-in breaks. Even at school throughout the day, your student had breaks. Not just break where they got to hang out and eat snack with their friends, but break within the actual class. This allowed your student to focus when time really was needed. Above everything, don't forget to breathe. We're here to help you and we care. We got this.
Windsor families, that's all we have for this week. Everyone, stay safe out there.
You know what it is.
Euro. Izzy, Eurochoia. Izzy, Eurochoia. Eurocoa. Izzy, Eurocoichia, and Addison John.